What's up, Scoops? It is Monday here on My Life After Breakfast. My name is Chengu, and today we'll be talking about Merlin Season 5, Episode 4, Another Sorrow. As always, if you haven't seen it and you don't want anything spoiled for you, peace out, go watch it and come back. If you have seen it, or if you don't care if anything's spoiled for you, then let's go. This episode was nowhere near my favorite episode, but this time I did not feel bad about not liking it. I just didn't like it. That's not true. It's not that I didn't like it. I just, I felt like the writers kind of let me down a little bit. But I understood what they were doing, kind of. So now pros and cons about the episode. First of all, I thought the writers intended for there to be like a huge amount of suspense at the episode. The problem was that the suspense was all coming from Princess Mithian. Like, we cared about her because, you know, it really sucks the fact that she was being held captive by Morgana. Had it been Merlin last season when he was captured by Morgana, like, we really cared. Or had it been Arthur or Gwen, like, those would have been situations that caused a lot of suspense. Having it be Mithian constantly trying to get out, it was nowhere near as suspenseful as I think that they, like, hoped it would be. And, like, the ways that they were trying to make her spread the word, like, I felt like it was getting repetitive after a while. It's like, will someone just please listen to her? And Merlin noticing that something was wrong with Mithian and no one taking his word. I was like, guys, it's been 5 seasons or 9 years in their time of Merlin constantly having bad feelings and it always turning out to be real and no one ever listening to him. It's like, really? 9 years of this? Come on. At some point, someone's got to start listening to him. That felt a little weird. And I felt like because the fact the whole story was Mithian and Morgana, which is a character that we know a lot about, but is becoming this, like, mustache twirling person who's always standing on the streets going, oh, I'll get you next time. Like, you know, and a character that we sort of kind of care about. Like, it was lacking. But also, Merlin found out so incredibly late in the episode and then was dispatched so quickly. I felt like there was a lack of suspense there as well. Like, had it been that he found out a lot earlier and therefore was still stuck back in Camelot and then had that whole journey of suspense of, oh, I gotta get there, that would have been more intense, I feel like. There was, of course, suspense once they actually got there, got to Odin's hideout, and Arthur was about to be killed along with Percival. 40 minutes of, like, not a whole lot's going on, and then having 5 minutes of intensity is a little, like, too little too late. But I did like that moment, and Merlin coming in and doing the magic and everything, and then Gwen getting to be, like, a little bit of like a sidekick slash hero thing and tossing that smirk over to Ellie, and I liked that moment. Other pros, I really liked Katie McGrath's old Morgana. And another thing that I heard as spoiler, I heard that old Morgana would be coming in, and I heard a lot about Katie McGrath having really interesting ways to interact with the Camelot people this season. So I thought the old Morgana would last throughout the whole season, and to have her like dispatched so fast, I was kind of like, oh, alright. So Katie McGrath is saying they have really interesting ways of her interacting with people that I want to know what those other ways are. And I really like that moment at the end when Merlin stopped Arthur from killing Odin and instead helped him to create a alliance, a reluctant one, but still create an alliance between those two lands, which are two lands that Uther could never have gotten together. But Arthur managed it yet again. I feel like part of this episode was probably for that reason, because they're kind of just fulfilling the prophecy at this point. Emrys is helping the once and future king unite the lands of Albion, and eventually he'll help him to bring magic back to the land. But it's going so slowly that, like, are they gonna have time to do the reveal in this season and still have it be paid off for audiences? Or are they going to have it next season? Is there going to be a next season? Nobody knows. There's also talk of a trilogy of movies. So is the payoff going to be in that? So it's exciting as well as frustrating. This episode, it was not my favorite. But like I said, I feel like the point of the episode might have been in that last moment. Also, I love the Arthur-Gwen conversations. They had 2 of them. I really like those moments. I really hope that they have more of those so Gwen can actually do something this season rather than walk around in that really great red dress. And with that, we also have to talk about the reveal. Who is next going to find out about Merlin's magic? The 2 people that everyone online is talking about are Gwen and Gawain. Gwen finds out, that's interesting storylines, hiding things from Arthur or insisting that they tell Arthur or something happening, or at least being a confidant to Merlin. If Gawain finds out, I don't think that will literally do anything, because Gawain would not care. And he's not really the person that you sit down and share your feelings with, so he's not that great of a confidant. He's the dude that you head down to the tavern with and have some mead. So I really hope that if they are going to have a reveal to anybody this season that is not Arthur, it should be Gwen. Especially then Merlin can finally tell her that she didn't actually betray Arthur, that it was a spell, and that in the first season, it was Merlin who healed her father. Tell me in the comments what you thought of this episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Was there any part of it that you thought was implausible, which is the main talk about this episode online? Everyone's saying there's so many plot holes, especially with Merlin using his powers blatantly on Morgana. Did she see it, even though she was unconscious at the end? Like, does she now know that he has magic? Or is it another thing they'll just gloss over? So put in the comments below. Sorry, my voice is going a bit sick. And just so you guys know, because I've had a couple of questions, everyone's wondering basically why it is that I can watch Merlin in America before it comes out on Sci-Fi Channel. I actually have a proxy server, which is legal in America. When I go to bbc1.com to watch the episode, my computer tells it that I'm in the UK so I can watch. It's perfectly legal, and they get the ad money for me watching another website, which is something I prefer to do rather than just pirating it. I pay for it. I'm not just stealing some random thing. It's not like it's all above board, just so you guys know, because I literally have no patience to wait for January. So please remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. So the end screen today, I think, will be fireworks. I think that's what I have. So enjoy that. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on Wednesday.